You're probably wondering, is the winter fuel payment gone for good? Or maybe you heard your neighbors say, only pensioners on benefits are getting anything this year. Let's clear the fog because the truth is more complex than the headlines. And yes, some people are still getting up to £600 this winter, despite the cuts. But fewer qualify now, and the rules have changed quietly. So, who still qualifies? Let's break it down. First, the winter fuel payment isn't new. It's been helping older people heat their homes since 1997. But after 2022's energy crisis, the government added something extra, the pensioner cost of living payment. That's the top-up that brought some payments up to £600. Now in 2025, that top-up is being cut back. But it hasn't disappeared for everyone. Here's what you need to know. YW checkmark if you were born on or before September 22, 1959, you're still eligible for a base winter fuel payment. That's £250 to £300 depending on your age. YW checkmark, but the extra £150 to £300 top-up, the cost of living payment, now only goes to people who are on certain benefits during a specific qualifying week. Which benefits? Listen closely. Pension credit, income-related ESA or JSA, income support, universal credit, but only in some cases. If you're getting just a state pension and no means-tested benefits, your payment will be smaller this year. Likely £250 to £300 only. And here's the real kicker. If you live with someone else who also qualifies, your payment might be reduced or shared. Still with us? Good, because this next part is important. The qualifying week for the 2025 payment is September 15th to September 21st. If you weren't receiving a qualifying benefit during that exact window, the top-up won't apply, even if you qualify now. So, what should you do? Magnifying glass tilted left, check your benefit status. Don't assume you're still eligible just because you received the payment last year. The government has tightened the rules, and the criteria for the extra cost of living top-up have changed. Log into your online benefits account or check your most recent letters from the DWP. Look specifically for income-based benefits like pension credit or income-related ESA. These are now crucial for receiving the higher payment. If you're only receiving the basic state pension, that might not be enough to qualify for the full £600. Telephone receiver, call the Winter Fuel Payment Center if you're unsure. Their advisors can tell you exactly what you're entitled to based on your age, living situation, and benefit status. It's better to ask now than to be left disappointed when the payment doesn't arrive. They can also explain why your amount might be lower than in previous years, or what you can do to become eligible again in future. Light bulb, apply for pension credit if you're eligible. It could boost your payment and unlock the extra help. Thousands of pensioners miss out on this every year, even though they qualify. Pension credit doesn't just give you extra weekly income, it acts like a key that unlocks other financial help, including the winter fuel top-up. If you apply and are approved before the deadline, you could still get the full £600 this winter. And yes, even a small amount of pension credit, sometimes just a few pence per week, can make you eligible. Yes, some people will still receive between £500 and £600 this winter. But let's be clear, it's not as simple as it used to be. The rules have changed. The criteria are stricter, the process is tighter, and the support that was once automatic now requires more effort on your part. It's no longer a given that you'll get the help you need unless you actively make sure you qualify. That's the reality. The safety net is shrinking. And if you're not paying attention, you could fall through the gaps. So if you think you might be eligible, don't wait. Don't assume. Check the requirements. Apply if needed. Take the steps. Because if you don't, the support won't come. And let's not forget, energy prices haven't gone back to what they used to be. Far from it. Even though there's been talk of price caps and minor decreases here and there, the reality is that bills are still painfully high compared to just a few years ago. What used to feel manageable now feels like a monthly struggle. And for many households, that struggle isn't just uncomfortable, it's unsustainable. Every pound counts. That's not just a saying, it's the truth. A few extra pounds can mean the difference between turning the heating on when you need it or bundling up in coats and blankets indoors. It can mean choosing fresh food over processed, healthier options over the cheapest available. It can mean staying on top of your other bills instead of falling behind and facing late fees, disconnections, or mounting debt.